How many times have you bought a six-pack and you've wasted precious time with your friends and family because you've had to open each of those bottles individually? Well, waste no more time with the 6-bottle Revolver. This handy device opens 6 bottles at once, allowing you to spend much more time with your friends and family. When buying a 6-pack of glass bottles, the traditional way to open them is one at a time using a bottle opener, failing to utilize the convenient way that they are packaged. When we had this idea and researched the market, we only found one other competitor. However, their device required a lot of brute strength to be able to crack away a 6-pack. Their device was a metal plate that you placed on top of the 6 bottles, had 6 cutouts, and you inserted a force and exerted a moment which opened all 6 at once. It cost $22 before shipping taxes, and we believe we can make it a lot easier to open a 6-pack. We created some design requirements. The first is we said the mechanism needed to be able to accomplish the opening motion with one input force, specifically pressing down since it's the most comfortable. We also determined that the mechanism should be adjustable and accommodate the most popular bottle sizes. It also needed to be comfortable for the user, be free of all sharp edges, be compact, and be easily transportable. While brainstorming, we produced 3 initial designs. Our first design consisted of a shaft in the middle and 6 arms applying force inside of the bottle caps. The problem with this design is it forced the user to act against gravity, having to pull up instead of pushing down. The other problem with it is that we required a force to hold the bottles in place, which was just more design to have to add to our product. Our second design consisted of a mechanism that needed initial downward force applied to an angled rod. This rod pivoted off of a fixed point and popped the bottle caps off. While the design worked in concept, having a fixed point underneath the bottle cap opener for the angle rod to pivot off of is a little bit over designed, and it required a lot more material than we initially intended. For our final concept, our bottle opener works by exerting a downward force and opens the bottles by using a class 1 lever system. This right here adjusts the height. This works with a lock nut mechanism. So once you adjust the height, it locks down. We have 6 sleeves for 6 bottles. And our bottle openers all have pennies inside to increase the grip on the outside of the bottle itself. All right, 6 caps at once. Moving forward, the first revision that we can make to our design would be the addition of a spring underneath the force applicator. This would allow for easier setup with opening the bottles, as well as easier and smoother application of the force. Another change that would be necessary as an improvement would be to have pins that are flush with the linkages in the design. This would allow less binding and more smooth bottle opening. And then as we mass produce this, as I mentioned earlier, we want to use aluminum parts. This would increase the strength of our product, the slimness, and the overall look. Our main concern is our marketing strategy. We're going to be challenging the common convention of opening bottles singularly with one bottle opener. Also, our largest target audience is only bars and large gatherings. The overall cost of the design was $23.78. In later manufacturing, we can reduce this cost by using aluminum and steel parts. Ultimately, our goal is to sell this product for $49.99. Why, you ask, would you pay that much for a bottle opener? Because 4 6-packs a minute is an unbelievable rate, and that's the start of any party.